One of the most common things I hear from people when we talk about homelessness is that couldn't happen to me. And when I talk to homeless people on the streets, what they say is, I never thought this would happen to me. One decision, one loss of a job, one loss of a spouse, one catastrophe, a disaster, a natural disaster, could make you homeless.
We were fairly well off. We were doing fairly well. We were both working and we had a grandson that was staying with us. I contracted the COVID and my wife ended up getting COVID. So the savings were diminishing because we wasn't putting anything back in. We were just taking everything out. And through the aftercare program, it helped us, gave us a case manager.
Case management is centered around making a plan with the person who we're working with to see where they are and where they want to be and what it's going to take to get them there.
I was at the Salvation Army for 2 months. And then our car got impounded. A guy at church there, he showed us those little places that we could hide out for a couple months. And his little back, a mile and a half back in the woods. We didn't even know he was on private property. We was behind the solar plant. We had the cops come knocking on our door.
We were eating at the Salvation Army when she come up to both of us and she said, hey, I need to talk to you guys. And she said, how would y'all feel about relocating if we could get you somewhere?
Our street outreach program is on the streets 3 days a week. We provide basic survival supplies to individuals who are living directly on the streets. We follow a housing first model, so everyone is housing ready. You don't have to be sober, you don't have to be employed, you just have to be on the street.
I was just getting original Medicare, and I had a lot of co-pays to pay and money that I didn't have. I would have to either get medicine or I buy food this month. And I couldn't walk for a minute. I had gained a lot of weight, and I was depressed. My neighbor told me about St. Joachim.
We have a Client Choice Food Pantry, which is open 3 days a week. Our food pantry's primary purpose is to reduce food insecurity in families and individuals. The work that the Care Service is doing in the communities that we serve is reducing homelessness. They are housed, they are safe, and they see a brighter future than they saw 2 months ago when they came to you.
And it was a lot of paperwork, and they approved us to pay our rent up for 3 months.
I'm working steady now. My husband is up. He's moving around better than he was. So we do see hope. We see hope beyond, because J.A. cares, really cares.
J.A. really cares.
Yes.
Pulled up here and we came in here and furniture, washer, dryer, everything we're not used to. And we hadn't had since we were homeless.
Opened up a checking account, making more money.
Budgeting our money.
Budgeting and making a payment plan.
I started woodwork. That's a new hobby I picked up the last few months. We're trying to do our best to do the goals we need to do and everything so we can stay here longer.
Without this, I wouldn't be able to buy a lot of stuff. By them giving me this food every week, I could go buy my medicine that I needed to take. So yeah, this a godsend for me. Really, it is. It means a decent way of life. I don't have to ask friends for anything. I have my bread, my milk, my eggs. I have what I need. They make you feel so good here. They make you feel like they truly care about you.
When you look at the individuals who are actually homeless, and you look at Judith and Eston, and you look at Tammy and Levon, and you look at Georgia, and you see the people behind the homelessness, you start to see that you can make a difference one person at a time. And they're no longer homeless. They're no longer a number on a spreadsheet somewhere. They're housed, they're happy, and they're secure.